this and full power hour this morning. I'm just gonna get my screen up here. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to make sure that we do a little bit of a vision exercise and just really get connected to why we're here, who it is that we're going to serve, and just make the most intentional amount of focus for the time that we have here together. I know that it's busy. I know that it's summer, and we're going to go through this hour together. And at the end of this, you're going to feel so accomplished. You are going to do everything that you needed to do in your business. So I just want you to imagine a very complete day and knowing that you feel really satisfied with the work that you did here today and that tomorrow is another day. So let's get this going. So first of all, we're going to break this down into 3 different phases today. We're going to talk about attraction, we're going to talk about building, and we're going to talk more about converting. And a lot of what we focus on, especially the social media part, that is our attraction, right? That's what brings new people into our business, gets new eyes on our stuff. And a lot of times, this is where we're focused at. We're really focused on bringing in new people into our network, unless you have a really big following. And in that case, you're working more on building those relationships up with others. So the first thing that you have to do, and I like to start all of my calls like this, is you got to know who it is that you're looking to attract. Okay. If you don't know who it is that you want to work with, it's going to be really difficult to call that person into your business, into your life. It's not so much about what this person does. So before I worked with Beachbody, I was a registered nurse for 15 years. And I do have that story that obviously relates to others that are in that service kind of environment and maybe getting burned out and looking for something more. But really, what you're looking for is what are this person's characteristics? What is this person really passionate about? What are the things that really get this person moving and grooving? And imagine you being in the middle of the bed with the people that you are bringing onto your team. Okay. So obviously, you're going to want to do life with these people. And a lot of times, you're going to have a lot of the same goals, visions, aspirations. So the reason why we throw this in here is because often when I'm working with my coaches, we'll be talking and they won't know what the challenges are or what the goals are of the people that they want to work with. And if you don't know those things, then how can you call them into your business? How can you speak to them in your posts? You can't. So this is why you have to do this part of the work. Okay. So don't skip over this part. Make sure that you know exactly who you're talking to. And you'll know that you hit the nail on the head when you start getting those responses back from people and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel like you're speaking exactly to me. I feel like you're inside of my head. The heck yes, girl, those kind of responses back. That's how you know that you are in your client's brain. And that is where you want to be. Okay, so let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go find some of those friends that we are looking for, and we are going to go and expand our network. And this is really great, whether you are a brand new seasoned partner or you are just getting started, you always have this advantage to be able to add people into your network. And this is the power of social media. Before social media, you had to go door to door or call people in a phone book. Oh, yeah, I'm really dating myself now. Okay, so we are going to go and add in people into our network, people that we know, people that we like, people that we trust. Try to get at least 20 to 30 names in added into your network here this morning, and I will give us some time to do that now. Okay, 2 more minutes. Okay, we are going to move on. You guys ready? Hand up. Good. Okay. All right, so now we are going to move on to creating some content. So we're still in the attraction phase of our power hour. First part was adding people in, that's manual. So if you're not very good at creating content yet, that's what I suggest to do. Add some people in, start building those relationships because there's always a way. And then the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to focus on our reels if you want to make a live, or you could make a feed post as well. And then also our stories. And I do have a couple of different post ideas for you guys that I'm happy to share with you. But you want to make sure that you're doing a little bit of both. The reels are going to really help you bring in more of that top of the line new customers, where your stories are going to really nurture that existing audience that you already have. So the people that are already viewing your stories are the people that already love you. They want to learn more about you. They're turning into your everyday kind of stuff. So think of those more as your warm leads. I hate to think of people as leads. That's not like, but warmer relationship, let's just say. So you want to make sure that you do have a good mix of both. I have found that static posts in the stories do really well. So if you can even take a picture of yourself and then put wording over yourself of what you want to say. You can obviously talk in your stories, but I would limit the talking in your stories so that you don't have a lot of frames that are you talking. Just because a lot of people will skip over those, so they're not going to listen to what you're going to say. If you do the talking head, make sure you've got the words down there so that people can read what you are saying, because a lot of people listen, or I should say, watch their stories with no sound on. So just a couple little tips to help you guys out there. Okay, so here is a real idea. I'm going to give us some time to do this. So what we're doing here is we're going to make a reel for Summit, and you can do this either if you're going to Summit or you're not going to Summit. There is the virtual Summit that is available, so you guys can still get your tickets for that if you guys haven't gotten that yet. But basically the hook is, if I was trying to X, here is what I would do. Okay. And you can insert something here. So if I was going to want to earn extra money, maybe wanted to travel more, look for a positive community, stay on track to my health and wellness goals, depending on what you're talking about right now in your marketing, insert story. So here's an example. I used to be stuck there too, juggling jobs and struggling to make ends meet. I was looking for an extra way to earn income from home because leaving my kids for more hours in the evening was just not an option for me. Then I discovered I could make money. Hold on, I gotta move my thingy over here. Ooh, don't do that. I discovered I could make money while working towards my fitness goals. I know it sounds crazy, but it is true. I have, and then insert your story. And love, so I have been with Body for 4 years. I've been doing this for the last 6 months. And I love the community so much. It gave me my spirit and my energy back. And I love that I make a difference in the lives of others. This month, I was able to pay for organic groceries, my student loan bill, and John's soccer school, all from home. And this week, we are traveling to Texas to work out with my business partners, attend fancy parties, and dive more into business development. I am hosting a call next week, sharing all about it, how you can join us too next year. Comment partner. I'd love to share more with you. Okay, so there's just an example. You might have a Snoop group up right now already. I'm sure maybe one of your uplines has some kind of coach opportunity call going on right now, or when they get back, if you don't yourself. So please reach out to your upline sponsor, ask them what they have going on as far as the coach op this week, and get plugged in there. And what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have a trending song to go along with this. And you can easily do just like a very easy B-roll. You could just share right now of you working at your computer. Just take a video of yourself working out, set it up on the tripod. You could show yourself like walking into a room, or like walking into your office or into your kitchen, wherever it is that you're working. Your B-roll could be anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds. Really don't overthink that part about it. But let's take some time here to create a reel. I'm also going to just quickly go forward and give you guys some other examples of posts that you could do. So maybe you're like, I'm not going to Summit, I'm not doing virtual, whatever you do you. Here's some other examples for you, okay? So here's just a Facebook post for you guys to use. This would be a really good example if you're a new partner. So what I want you to do is screenshot this if you are a new partner and looking for something to be able to post today. And then here is just another example. And again, take a picture of this. I'll go back to the real photo for us. But here is just a really great photo for you, or post for you guys, to be able to do an announcement for Lava. You could use some of the transformation photos that are going around for the Lava launch. If you guys don't have any of those, I can share some of that with you guys as well. So here's a really great post idea for you to be able to use for Lava Lunch. Really straight to the forward, asking for people to join into your boot camp. I'm gonna go back to the reel, so you guys have the reel. And let's get some content up. Since this takes a little bit a longer time, I'm gonna probably give us a good 15 minutes for this, okay? Can you guys hear my music? Okay. Sometimes it's not appropriate. So I'm like, I want to make sure that nobody could hear it. Here's some of the words, not that it's intentional, but didn't really plan on that.
Layover in Atlanta, and I will be in San Antonio around, I think it's like 5 o'clock PM. So Holly and I are both flying in today. So we'll meet up and have a hotel tonight and see everybody else tomorrow.
How you guys doing? Couple more minutes? Okay, perfect. Okay, how are we doing? Good? Okay, let's move on. Screenshot before anybody else needs this. Go for it. Not catch me again a month from now on Wednesday. Okay, ready again. All right, so now let's move on to our story content. So the little thing about stories that always kind of helped me out is for you to realize like this is your opportunity to be the star of your own reality TV show. Okay. And so if you want to think of your day as like a little sitcom, you want to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay. So if you're just putting up stories or you're just sharing everybody else's stuff, we're kind of missing the point here. All right. So take them through your day, show them what it is that you're eating. Maybe you're buying, like, you've got packages that arrive. You could do unboxings with them. Maybe you're really big into personal development. You can go on, share a little bit about the personal development that you just read, but really kind of think of it as this TV episode. All right. And that we don't just want to have some random mashup of clips, but we really want to have it be a behind the scenes and really iterate what we're sharing on our reels so that it all makes sense. Okay. This is the opportunity for us to really share and also do a lot of selling. So I do a lot of selling in my stories. Okay. Let's move on. So a couple of different things that you guys can do here for some stories. You can give some behind the scenes sneak peek into your life. You can do some trust building stuff there, share some different success stories. If you're just new, you are the best success story that there is. Okay. So you showing up, you doing your work, you being healthy because of Beachbody, this is the best kind of testimonial that you can have. So never disregard your own testimony, especially if you're new and you don't have a lot of transformations to be able to share. Right now with the Lava launch, we've got a lot of different testimonials going around with that. The test group did a really amazing job of documenting that information. So we can pull some information from there. This is also an opportunity for you to educate, right? For you to be that authority figure. And for people to really buy from us these days, we've got to share a lot of educational or authoritative kind of content to say, like, I am the person that is going to help you get these results. And sometimes that is what the customer needs. They need to know that you've got this. Okay. So even just going in our stories and just saying, like, maybe you failed before, maybe you've tried a lot of different things. Don't worry, I've got you. Sharing that really authoritative stance a lot of times is what people need. And then also making those emotional connections as well. So here are some different kinds of things that you can share within your story. And I'm going to stop the share here when we get started just to be able to give you guys the links to this. So we've got two different things that you guys can do. Okay. One is going to be inviting to your new coach mentorship. So if you did the post talking all about Summit with a call to action at the end was for them to reach out and get a link to the call that you're going to be doing, or maybe you've got a Snoop group that's going on. Okay. So we're going to want to make sure that in our stories, we're backing up and have the same kind of information that's going on our post, right? So here's an example for that. Or maybe you're really focused on Lava launch right now. And with Lava, they gave us some really great stories, animations. They gave us some great posts that we can be able to do. So there's a toolkit that they gave us for that. And this is where I pulled the information here for Elise. So I am going to just stop the share for a second and I will drop in the chat this resources for you so that you guys can either decide if you want to go the coaching route or if you're going to go the Lava route, and give you guys some tools to use. Okay. Here's one. Here and more. Oh, I got one more thing to share with you guys. So save those links that I'm sending over. One is a Canva doc. The other one is, and I'm going to send you guys one more here. A second. This page, yeah, okay. Okay, there is some more files that I sent over, and I'm gonna just share with you guys one more thing, because I don't know if you guys have this, so I'm just gonna make sure you guys have this too for your lava launch, because this was shared with me and it's really great information, and so I'm gonna make sure you guys get it too. Okay, so this last one that I sent over is like a lava prep drive. I don't know who put that together, so I'm not taking credit for that. It's a beautiful, beautiful resource. So please share that. But inside of that drive, it has a countdown to lava. It also has a lot of transformation pictures and also stories in there as well from the test group participants. So sharing their stories, you can actually take the quotes that they talked about. So make sure you guys share, save that information there for you guys. You're welcome. Like I said, I cannot take credit for that at all. So I just am sharing what was shared with me. So make sure you guys share all those resources, pass on all of the goodies, and we are going to get some stories up depending on what it is that you're talking about. And I'm going to get our screen back. Oh, geez. Where it is. With a mess. Okay. All right, we are back in business. So let's get some stories up, whichever one you want to do. Okay, I'm gonna give us 2 more minutes just so that we can get our invites and follow-ups in, okay? Okay, hold on. Can you not get any of them? I'm wondering. Let me try to copy them all for you. We'll move on. There is one for you. Oh, gee. Okay. I resent those for you. All right, let's go on. Okay, so now we are going to interact with the people that are following along on our stories. We're going to interact with the people that are liking our posts. Anybody that is giving us attention, we are going to give them attention back, okay? They're following along, they're liking your posts, they're in your stories, they're interested in what you do. We have to make sure we're building those relationships. So we are going to spend some time building relationships. Go look and see who's viewing your stories, go give them some love. And then we are going to do some invites. All right, let's do it. And also, I do this a lot, actually, just like interacting with people's stories and commenting like about either about their kids or about their clothes or the book they're reading or the recipe that they shared, any of those kinds of things. And I will respond back right through their stories because I know that it goes right into their inbox. Okay. So if you're really trying to get somebody's attention, if you're really trying to build relationships with them, send them a message through their stories into their inbox. I'm just gonna move on so we have enough time for the call. Okay, so here's something that you can do. I don't know if you guys think all your new followers or interact with your new followers. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just to be completely honest. But when I do, I just say like, thanks so much for following along in my stories. I see that you're a nurse as well. Where do you work in? Just start jibber jabbering, starting combos with people. And then let's get into the inviting process because this is the most important part and really has to do with our conversion. So who do I ask? I ask those that viewed my stories. I ask those that like my posts. I revisit those that were interested in the past and those that also respond to my polls. And here's what I say. Thanks so much for following along my stories and looking for other women that want to do this together. Would you like some information on my upcoming bootcamp? Super simple, to the point. Thank you for all the love. You're so sweet. We're going to be starting a summer scalp wellness group and looking for some accountability ways to join in. And we're going to try a new program together. Let me know if you're interested and I can send you over a short video of the trailer. And you guys all have the lava trailer in the documents that I just sent over to you guys. So that's what you guys can do. Then depending, I like to set up phone calls with people and learn more about them. You don't have to do that. Some people like to fill out applications. Some people like to just talk over the DMs. You know, maybe you're putting people into a Snoop group. Somebody's got a sneak peek group going on about lava, whatever your process and flow is for that. But don't overestimate the inviting process because this is what is going to move your business forward. So if you do all of the showing up on stories, if you do all of your posts and you're not inviting and connecting people, you are wasting your time. So if anything, if you're super busy, when I was building this business from the beginning, I was working 12-hour shifts as a nurse and I was in school for my master's and my youngest was 9 months old at the time. So what did I focus on? The things that mattered. Inviting people. That's what matters, right? So when in doubt, if you're having a busy day, it's summer, I know that everybody is busy, make sure that you get your invites out. This is why that 10 in play is so important because that is what is going to move the needle forward, okay? So don't skip this part. Do not end your power hour today without sending your invites. Pinky swear me. All right, pinky swear, okay. Great. Screenshot this so you guys have it. We're gonna send some invites right now and we are going to end this power hour strong. Okay, let's move along. Take a screenshot if you need the info. All right, follow-ups. Now, I know that this follow-up is a little bit pertaining to me and the script that I use, but I'm going to share it here anyway to you guys. So when I reach out to somebody, I'm just gonna make up his name. Say Sarah reaches out, she's like, hey, I saw that you sharing this information about a new program. I'm interested. Instead of just giving them the link and being like, okay, great, here you go. I often will go through a little series of questions just to figure out more about them besides just sending the link. So I'll ask about their fitness. I'll ask about their nutrition. I'll ask what they do for overall living and activity level, just so that I have a better understanding. If they're a nurse, if they're a medic, if there's somebody that's on their feet all of the time, they're going to obviously have a lot more activity than somebody that's just sitting at their desk. Okay. So these are the questions that I ask before I hand over boot camp information, any kind of information, because if I don't have any information about them, it's going to be really hard for me to follow up with them because I don't have anything. So always make sure you get some kind of information, you dig further into their goals. That's just really good coaching. So here's a follow-ups that I use. Again, screenshot this, but I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but the key is in the follow-ups. People get really busy. Somebody might see your message. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. They might just be busy with their family, might have saw your message on the go when they were getting in the car. So make sure that you're doing your follow-ups 24 or 48 hours after you send information or mid-conversation. Oftentimes I'll just say, hey, circling back to this, do you have some time to go over? Are you still interested in what I've got going on? Okay, so here's the information for that. Screenshot that. It is 10 o'clock. Hopefully you guys had a productive hour. I know that I feel really good. I got my work hour done for the day, and now I can go hang out with my kiddos. Any questions with anything that I shared here today with you guys? No questions? Okay. All right. Well, I want you guys to have yourselves an amazing day, and I will get the recording up and post it into the Slay Squad group for you guys. I see a finger up. Risa, what's up? Do you need something? I'm gonna mute you so you can talk. Go ahead, talk.
I was just saying picture.
Oh, cheese. Smile, everyone. Awesome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, guys. Have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you guys in Summit. If not, virtual Summit. If you're not going to Summit, create your own momentum. Okay. All right. See you guys later. Have a good day. Goodbye.